3, 2, 1, right now.
Oh.
And I'm going to wait the amount of time it will take to register that we're streaming. And then be sad because maybe it's not working.
Who are these folks that you're like lending your room to?
What?
The broadcaster has indicated that this is intended for mature audiences.
We did it. That was Nerd Immersion. We sponsor some of their stuff. We send them coffee and they thank us. Hey neighbors, and welcome to the start of season 4 of the Bard's Tale, featuring bards. Featuring bards. We have obviously, as you can plainly see, changed our format a bit to accommodate schedules a touch better. You can engage with us in Twitch chat, or the Patreon has been altered specifically to facilitate your engagement in Twitch streams. So the $3 a month tier, you can provide a boon to all of our programs. So in Bard's Tale, it will probably be a degree of advantage as well as some other potential benefits. We're going to get some other programming up pretty soon that will have different kind of in-game effects based off patron subscribers. And if you want to check that out, that's cool. And I'm very happy to push you in that direction. As it stands, we will dive right in. Last time on the Bard's Tale, Skylark the Everfree staged his tale of truth, love, and desperation. It was a smashing success, or would have been if the closing number wasn't interrupted by sabotage and insurgents, as well as a direct attack from another realm. Our friends sought out Odd in her storm ritual to bolster the gate, only to interrupt an attack from elementals, both water and air. Then they emerged into a single entity, a powerful storm paramental. After defeating it and meeting with Odd and Villanina, they noticed an incursion of Yonti, assisted by a huge winged creature. Without a moment's break, the bards floated down to the docks and took their arms against the Yonti infiltrators, only for their enemies to be reinforced by demonic allies that seemed drawn to one of our heroes. When the 20-foot demon landed on the docks to take up arms of its own, viscous blobs were thrown from the Leviathan's arms, destroying the lesser demons and swarming the huge fiend. You all are on the docks. There's a big spooky demon, and there's big spooky water blobs kind of marauding that demon. And right off the bat, I'm going to need Iona and Michael to roll wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Tight.
It's all fine. Everything's cool.
Oh shit, natural 20. Right off the bat.
There's your one for the stream.
Oh my god. That's tremendous. Awesome. This is looking up. Things are looking good.
It's looking
What was it that I made? I made like go and sit by the ocean.
It was a Bulgari demon, and then it got destroyed by a bigger demon.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't still this thing.
I have received an 18.
22 is my total.
Excellent. You can both look at your side chat and get some information.
Oh
There's
my
secrets
gosh,
now.
there's a side chat.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So do we know or we should know whether that was like a spell or whether they were trying to simply like speak, right? You were saying like, the charm
The
effect,
problem
and
is you did so well on your save that like the minute something like tried to get into your head, you were like, nope, go away. Like you did too well on the save, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
But it's a situation where like they didn't even get in your head long enough to like give you an indication of what they were there for.
Jesus, keep it in the butter zone. Don't do too well.
Yeah, it's a banded AC, right? It's
The butter zone.
the butter zone.
What does that mean?
You
We
guys have
should
never
take
heard
a
of that
minute to
before?
discuss the butter zone. What are you talking about?
I don't want an explanation for what the butter zone
That's
is,
fair.
if that's all right.
Well, luckily, we did mark this as a mature
It's
viewing
it's a-
experience.
it's a skiing thing, not a dirty thing.
A skiing
it-
thing?
The butter zone refers to the section of the ski that is towards the tip of the ski,
Okay.
so that you are able to keep the most traction while skiing.
But why is it called the butters? You know what?
I don't fucking
It's
know,
fine.
man.
I don't. It's cool. Yeah.
Google it.
So, Michael, you managed to shake off this awful. You know it's bad. You know it's very
Sure.
bad. You know,
Right.
I'll say you didn't feel like it was trying to like control you, so you could probably assume it was just trying to like have a chat. But you're not positive.
Cool.
Iona, it's definitely just trying to have a chat because you did not succeed on your save.
I think back in my head, which fiend?
Question for Brian, I assume. Brian.
What? It responds thusly. It's in your side chat.
Oh.
Is this something I can see?
Yeah. Click on your chat.
You feel a presence in your mind.
Oh no, the thing that it's sorry, my secret message is
Yes,
this.
it's a big, yeah, it's a big terrible fiend with wings. Yes, it's giant and tried to. It's bad. Like
Sorry, reorient me. Where is it?
it's on the docks, the edge of the docks. You're kind of like where the docks meet the rest of like the pier system. It is landed on the edge of the docks, made quick work of its Bulgara minion, and is approaching when two blobby amorphous aquatic things are launched at it and start molesting it in violent ways.
I pull out my trident and I look at Michael and I say, "It's time. Let's go." And I start heading towards it.
I'm sorry. Time for what? Where are you going?
I just point at the big thing with wings. It's
all right. I guess I jumped down from where we were on like a high ledge last we were here.
Yeah, there's like steps
I'm going
down.
to jump
There's
down
like steps
from
down
like
to go. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna hop down like it's how high was the wall? Was it like 10, 15 feet?
Probably 10 feet.
Okay. I'll hop down from the wall on the inside of the castle and walk out that front door that I was next to.
Okay. So you head down to the giant demon. Iona also goes, I assume. What about the rest of the other two of you?
Let's go confront the giant demon. Sounds great.
I love it.
No.
That's one of my character flaws. I have no fear.
Fuck. If Skylark's running after them, I'm going to
Fair enough. I am going to need you guys to roll for initiative then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I got a 21.
Oof. Where's my initiative?
I have an
Oh, nice.
11.
12.
Good. Nice, very nice, very good, very smooth, very nice.
Oh, good. I had 10.
Oh, demon.
Got our initiative passes ready to go.
Yeah, initiative order is in the side chat for you guys.
Fight.
Nadir, you see
Fight,
a demon
win,
and blobby
conquer.
things. The last time you saw similar blobby things, they tried to kill you on a
Let's get this more
boat.
red
Yeah.
than pink, 'cause it's-
Yeah,
Looks
can
weird.
you
Like-
make yours?
Oh, battle
can you-
zone.
Can you make it flash like it's red alert on the Enterprise? That'd be great.
I can write-
Can you do a
Is it-
TikTok
is it-
dance for
Is
us?
it just you like
All the
turning a dial?
TikTokers got these lights.
I feel like you're
That's
just
what the
turning a
kids
dial
tell
right
me.
now.
Yeah. I did not send in my application yet to be famous TikToker, but I can
I hear that's,
I
I
can
hear that's
do
a Chinese
that.
government infiltration network, but I don't have any support for that. Nadir, what are you doing?
This is the only one that you can see.
I could get up and floss, but I'm not gonna.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Nadir, what are you doing?
All right, so is it just big giant demon dude?
And little blobby aquatic water elemental type things. Not like
Those
water elementals, but definitely like adjacent and somehow related to water elementals.
so
But they-
so they're not those weird little guys we fought on like boats twice now.
They
They're
are
just
the weird
like-
little guys. They're bigger than the weird little guys you fought on boats, but they're of the same nature. They're not like the water elemental you fought on top of the city hall before it turned into a storm paramental.
Okay, so those things are blind, but are real good at like sound and stuff. Tremor sense, probably. Okay, I am not gonna try to go toe to toe with one of those guys. Let me pull up spells and use Toll the Dead on the nearest one.
On the nearest blobby thing or on the demon?
Yeah, I thought the blobby
Uh,
things were attacking said demon.
Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. They're attacking the demon?
Yeah, they're fighting.
Oh, I missed that part. Then yeah, we're gonna use Toll the Dead on the demon guy.
Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
He failed.
Cool. So he's going to take 1d8 necrotic damage. Has he taken any damage yet?
You don't know. Yeah, he has.
I was going to say, I
The
need to know
spell
for
knows
rolling.
if you don't.
Yeah. So he's actually going to take a d12 of damage.
Cool. Magic always knows.
He's going to take 10 damage.
Okay.
Wait.
You're
Sorry,
level
he's going to
5.
take
He's going to take
2d12. So he's going to take 18 damage.
Okay. He takes 18 damage.
Nice.
Michael.
Right.
Wait, sorry. Before you do a thing, I'm keeping a distance in general.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
What's the range on Toll Dead? 60 feet?
60 feet, yeah. So I'm at least 60 feet away.
Well, you're at most 60 feet away.
No, but I'm at least 60 feet away. So I'm 60
So you're
feet.
60
You're
feet away.
exactly
Yeah, I'm 60 feet away. You know, I'm in that butter zone.
How far?
Right.
God damn
The
it.
maximum distance, right.
All right. How far did Iona and I get?
You are like, are you trying to get up in melee with these things? With this thing? Or
I would like to know my options in terms of distance before I go.
Sure. So you have dropped down 10 feet to like the same level they're on. There's like a little bit of scree for 5 feet, which will be like difficult terrain. And then it is like 20 feet down the dock. So to get to it, it would be like full movement.
So it's like close. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna try to chill touch and hold on to it so that it can't regenerate. Should that be a thing that demons can do?
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my attack. 13 on the die plus 8, 21. Yeah.
21 will hit. Yeah.
Yeah. 2d8. 7. 3. That is 10. What is that? Necrotic damage.
Cool.
And it can't regain hit points if that's a thing.
Sure. Iona, you are also 30 feet from the creature.
I will attempt to polymorph this creature.
Okay.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh boy.
He makes his wisdom save.
Are you sure?
What is your DC?
16.
He's makes his wisdom save.
Oh, that's a bummer.
He makes it so good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not going to work. Hey, everyone.
Yeah, everyone.
It's very wise.
Oh.
That's
okay.
all.
Skylar.
Yes. What's up?
I feel like I'm just way far back and I'm just like, okay.
I mean, you're like 30 feet back. It's not like super far.
In my head, it's further.
Sure. You're like the width of a basketball court, not the length.
All right. I'm gonna do my magical transformation.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action.
I feel like after reviewing the finale, you have already used that today because you used it on the rooftop.
You're gonna.
It has been 9 months, but you have not gotten a rest. So.
I forgot.
Okay, fine. I can't.
Oh dear.
I can't grow wings and be an awesome magical princess right now. But what I can do is I can give everybody a little bit of temporary HP. So everyone can take 8 temporary HP. And then you can move 30 feet if you wish without provoking any attacks. And then I'll use my action to shoot my longbow.
You said we can take our reactions to get closer?
Yes, if you want. But it spends your reaction.
Yeah, okay, I'll move 10 feet closer.
I will do the same.
Good.
And I shoot my longbow very poorly, and I missed with a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you missed. At that point, you see these blobs like turn into like amoeba tentacle type like I don't know, appendages, and like just like smack up against this big demon thing, and it looks annoyed. And then Michael, I need you to make another wisdom save.
Oh, that one is a 6.
Excellent.
Is it?
You hear in your head that thing from the side chat. And then you watch as the large demon swings his sword down and strikes one of the blobby things. And it kind of like severs a little bit. and then reforms back together, and looks like it has taken some damage. And it is once again Nadir's turn.
So I'm still roughly 60 feet away.
You're exactly
thereabouts.
60 feet away. You made that very
Cool. As long as I'm able to maintain.
Mhm.
So these guys are attacking it. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to Toll the Dead once more. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to Toll the Dead because I tried this 9 months or whatever ago and it worked. So maybe it'll work this time. I'm going to try to use Suggestion.
Okay.
So make a DC save. Make a Wisdom save DC 16.
He succeeds.
Balls.
Very wise creatures. These demons.
Super. I mean, he failed the last one I tried.
That was a different demon. This is
What?
the
What?
big demon.
I said I wanted to attack the big demon.
Yeah, the one that failed 9 months ago was the Bulgara that's dead because he killed it.
I mean, the one that I just attacked and it failed. That was a Wisdom save.
He made a save. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Fine. That's cool. I'll just be back here. Waving.
Okay.
I'll move a little closer, I guess.
How much closer?
We'll say 10 feet.
Okay. Mateus.
Game changer.
I know, right?
The thing he said to me is that am I compelled?
No, it is not. It is not a controlling spell upon you. It is an order from a powerful being, but you are by no means required to comply with its wishes. It is a communication that is in your brain against your will, rather than like a suggestion or a command spell.
Okay. In that case, I will yell out, "No!" And I will throw a chromatic orb at him at first level. And let's see if that works.
No.
18 is a 26 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
And what is this? 3d8s. 3d8s. Let's do that. 7. 8. Red light makes things hard to read. 4. 12. 19 points of you know what? Let's say thunder damage.
Okay.
To accentuate the point.
Okay.
With a loud kaboom.
Sounds good.
And thus ending my turn.
Okay. Iona.
Gosh. You know, I really like to focus on knowledge, and during these times, it can be difficult when you're focused on knowledge. So I am going to run up to it, and
this will go well.
It'll go super well. How many? I'm 30 feet from it, correct?
You are currently 25 feet from it, but 5 of that is difficult terrain. So it will cost you 30 feet of movement to get to him.
Right. Oh, is it worth it? I think I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, I will run up to him and sword burst.
Okay. That's a dex save, right?
It is.
He critically fails.
Oh, that's really good for me. I'm glad.
I mean, it's 2d6, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's 2d6 to all creatures within 5 feet of you. Are you intending to hit the blobby things as well?
No.
There's not really a way that you can get to him without being near them.
Well,
Okay.
can I rescind my action and attack with just my trident instead?
Sure. Yeah, that's
Great,
fine.
thanks. Cool. I'm glad. That is a numbers. A 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Excellent. See, you made fun of the fact that it would only be 2d6 worth of damage, but this is 1d6 plus
Right.
1 worth of damage, so
Yeah.
it's a 4.
4. Okay.
I whack him real good.
Okay.
Proud of you.
But you hit. That's not a common thing for you with your trident.
Thank you.
Skylark.
Okay, I'm going to use 30 feet of movement to get closer. And I will take another shot.
Okay.
I hope no one can hear my cats whining at the office door.
No one can hear.
Oh, good.
I missed with a 7.
Here's to you, Bill.
Missed with a 7. All right.
My dice don't like me today.
Fair enough. After your turn, you watch as the blobby things continue to maraud the demon. And then he makes direct eye contact at one of you. And it's Michael. And he says, everything you are belongs to me. Stop betraying your kin. And I need everyone to roll. Everybody but Nadir, because he's 50 feet away. I need you to roll dexterity saving throws.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, good.
As he casts a fireball spell centered on himself.
Oh, dip.
Why would you do that?
Because he's immune to
Because he's
fire.
immune to fire. Jinx.
Oh, I'm not within 20 feet of him.
I got a 24.
All right. Well, then you can not roll it as well as Skylark.
Thank you.
I rolled a 19, but you said that Iona and I were 25 feet away from him.
I am not.
Well, she moved closer.
I'm
but
right up
Sure.
against this.
would
But
that mean
you're-
I'm just outside?
Yeah, that's fine. Iona,
Okay.
what did you roll?
A 24.
You have made your save, so you only take half. That will be 18 fire damage is already halved. You watch as the blobby things have apparently also failed their save, and they just evaporate. They're just gone.
Oh
Well-
no.
Nadir,
Well,
What up? I'm going to go ahead because I'm a little bit further back. No, fine. I just get excitable as to my choices. That's all. I am going to try to viciously mock him.
okay.
Please make a wisdom save. It's gonna fail.
Your spell is gonna fail, or he's gonna fail the save.
My spell's probably gonna
Yeah,
fail.
he got a 22 on the save.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I do have a quick question. How tall is this dude?
Like 18 to 20 feet tall. Like you come up to his shin, probably.
Great.
There's this
So-
one super angry.
You gonna die.
So having seen the giant fireball that just rained down from God knows where, I'm cool here.
It didn't rain down from God knows where. It erupted from him.
Yeah, no, I know that, but
Alright.
I don't know that. What is there like? Can I be on like the edge of where that was?
No, because Chris is on the edge of where that was. You're 20 feet from the edge of where that was.
Okay, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm
I'm on the
gonna ready my crossbow and make sure that's all loaded.
Okay. Your crossbow is readied. Did you want to take any other actions and/or bonus actions?
No.
Okay. Mateus.
I will yell out to him, I don't respond to toxic relationships, and I'll vicious mock him.
Okay.
So I need him to make his wisdom save.
He 14. He fails.
Oh, get out of town. All right, where's my D4? Where is it? Oh, there it is. 1 and 3, so 4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
Yes.
And he's got disadvantage on his next attack, right?
Yes, and I'll also yell out, hang in there, Iona. He can't control us both. And I'll drop her a healing word at 2nd level.
Thank you.
Iona, that makes it your turn.
What's the heal on that healing
I'll
word?
give it to you now.
Great.
4. And 4. All right. That is math. 13 points back to you.
I'll take it. Thank you. I also like to imagine that you were just like, suck it.
Wait, your charisma
Barks.
is +6?
My charisma is +5. Hold on, I lost the spell. Where'd it go?
You have
Don't
20
take this
charisma?
from me. Yeah.
Cure wounds, healing word. 2d4 +5. Yeah, it's a +5.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
rolled
I didn't realize your
2 4s.
charisma was that high. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're bards, man.
Yeah.
Beards.
It's gotta
Bards.
be high.
We're beards.
Yeah.
I look up at it and I cast fog cloud. And then I back away and run back towards my friends.
Yeah, he's going to take an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Yeah.
And he will hit.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Does a...
I said disengage.
No, you didn't.
Didn't
Also,
I?
you can't cast a spell and disengage because you're not
Oh.
a class that can do that.
Okay,
It's with disadvantage. It's a 24 to hit.
okay.
Okay. He hits you for where'd it go? There it is. 15 bludgeoning damage plus 21 fire damage with his big old mace.
Oh, good.
Where do I fall in the fog cloud, Brian?
Like
It's
10
a
feet
20-foot
back.
radius. Okay, great, good. So no one can see me.
No, because fog cloud's concentration, right?
Oh yeah, so the fog
So everyone can see you because the fog cloud is no longer a
It
fog
went-
cloud.
and then
Yeah.
no, actually, sorry, that was probably very loud. Fog cloud is not a no, it is a concentration spell. But it does say that it lasts until the duration or until
You lose concentration.
no, it lasts through the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it.
I think
So
the
you're
duration
unconscious in a
ends
fart
when-
cloud.
Yeah, I think the duration ends when your concentration ends, though.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
You see the cloud disperse and see Iona on the ground. Skylark, it's your turn.
Oh boy. What do I do? All right. Well, I'm going to advance my full move closer. And then I want to cast Healing Word on Iona. And so you will be healed for 7 hit points. And then I will shoot. Oh my god, this D20. I got a 10.
That's gonna miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sure.
At that, Iona comes to brief consciousness just in time to watch this large demon spread his wings out and flare them downward, projecting him up into the sky.
Oh
And as
no.
he flies away, he says, "I have the measure of you, boy. You have betrayed your kind, and I will come for you." And he flies away.
Curses.
Motherfucker, just call me boy.
In his defense, he's your granddad.
Mm.
Okay, that's true, I guess. I'm going to run to Iona
Okay.
and burn my last spell slot
Okay.
to cure wounds her. For, a 7. That's still 12.
Is there anything else trying to kill us?
No, it's all dead. You see, like, a lonely, kind of sad-looking giant sea monster standing upright in the bay, kind of longingly looking in your general direction, as much as you assume a giant sea monster can look at you longingly. And he kind of, like, slowly backs out of the bay, and gives one last glance toward you all, and submerges and is seemingly gone.
No.
Bye.
Come
Pull out my
back.
crossbow and fire a bolt at the water.
No.
You want the sea monster? You want the Leviathan to come back?
Oh, sorry. I thought we
Wait.
were talking about the demon. I
No,
thought he went into the water after flying away.
I never liked you anyway.
No,
that
Dad, come
Leviathan,
back.
we have 2 giant ass things that we can't defeat, and they're both leaving, so we should count our lucky stars.
Yeah,
I
who
think
needs
the
healing?
I think the Leviathan sent the water blobs that were fighting against the demon. So
That doesn't mean they were on our side, though. Just
They
that they were
were-
fighting the demon.
Temporarily on our side. For like 5 minutes, if that.
and that's good. Iona looks up at Michael from the ground and says, "This is one of the rare times that I will admit that I may have been misguided, and I would very much like you to show me to hit things. I am asking for help, and I don't like it."
I cough up a little blood.
And also, thank you.
I think we could all do with a little bit more training.
Iona, can you make a perception check?
I'm
for me?
fine. I don't know what your
I
guys'
would love
problems
to.
are.
I think archery is just not my strong suit. I'll stick to swordplay from now on.
Ow. Oh, it hurts to laugh. Oh,
I got a 14.
That's fine. It doesn't take much. You realize that it occurs to you that you've probably seen them before, but not really made a big deal out of them. But it looks like Michael is covered in, like, carved-in tattoos. And they are, like, bright as beacons. Like, they are brilliantly lit up, almost emitting light, like dim light. But he is covered in this strange, like, archaic script that you don't understand. And usually it's not, it looks like it's got some kind of, like, infection associated with it, but you're not really sure, like, because, like, it's not usually this bright. So, like, it's irritated or something. You're not sure, like, what causes this, but his skin is just covered in, like, archaic script.
You have a magical rash.
Would you like to talk about what's happening to you now or later?
I like look down. Don't worry about those. Those are birthmarks, and I help her stand up.
So later, then.
Shh. I like lean over and say shush, and I pull my jacket closed and as I like put an arm over my shoulder to help her walk back up into the castle. Everything in its time and place, Iona. Now is not the time or the place.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So you have
We should-
survived this encounter with the very powerful demon, much to his willingness to let you, as well as a very powerful water elemental from another plane of existence. I guess they're both from other planes of existence, which is probably valuable information, but who knows?
We're all from different planes if you think about it. Everybody's
Yeah.
different.
Sure.
We are the world.
We are the children.
The town has been somewhat damaged by these Yanti infiltrators that brought with them demons, as well as some elemental shenanigans. It doesn't look like it's irreparable. It looks bad, like it's going to take some time to fix. I do need you all to make one more perception check for me.
All of us?
Anyone who would like to, yeah.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
22.
Okay.
13.
20. Now I can roll.
Perception 22.
Sure. So all of you spot it. You see kind of cowering behind a couple of crates and barrels a familiar dwarf who is terrified. He is normally Bother Graychin would be a dick in this moment, but it looks like he's just terrified that whatever that was had a direct conversation with one of you and called you his offspring, basically.
Oh.
Skylark, would you be a dear and hold on to Iona for me? And I pass the arm off so that she can lean on him for a minute. And I will sprint at him.
And he immediately, when you start sprinting, starts backing up.
Okay. I believe, infinitely faster than him if I burn a bardic inspiration point.
You are
Yeah.
not infinitely, but you are faster than him. He is about 60 feet away.
Cool. That is yeah, you know what? I'll use my action to dash if I have to like
Okay.
get him. But yeah, I'll double dash over to him and try to grab him by the collar.
It takes like 2 rounds to get to him, but eventually you can.
Sure.
And he's not putting up any kind of fight. He's just like covering up and trying to like avoid the imminent death that is sprinting to him.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna pull him up close to me by the collar.
He's literally sniveling right now.
Is there a reason that you were hiding behind these crates, you feckless little dwarf?
Well, I came because I was gonna help defend the docks, but then I saw whatever those were, and then they talked to you. I don't know. Don't hurt me. I know. I don't want any trouble. I don't know who that you. I don't. It's none of it matters anymore. Just don't kill me.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, which is my racial ability, and I'm going to use it to deepen my voice significantly after I say, "For as long as I've known you, For as long as you've been around, you've been nothing but trouble. Make sure that when you leave here, you speak to no one about this.
As you do that, you notice that your claws are claws now, kind of like reaching out through your gloves. They've torn at some of the seams.
Sure.
Your tattoos are glowing, like actively glowing at this point, with like a very dim kind of like 15-foot distance torchlight. Your eyes are deep and black, and he is terrified.
And then I will let his collar go and just I'll unclench and let like the claws just kind of rip through the cloth as he falls back.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of like scrambles back and like backs up to like the gate and then further.
And I'll whisper, "Run."
And he does. He does run. He is not pleased to be in this situation.
I head back to the group.
And you head back to the group. You politely head back to the group now.
Yes, calmly.
Yeah, so you've scared off Bother Graychin. That's a thing that you did. Who knows if it will have the desired effect or the exact opposite of the desired effect, but we'll see.
It's a gamble I'm willing to take.
He was probably going to be a dick either way, right? So you're now standing in I say ruins, but largely the Commonwealth is still largely intact. But it's going to take some time to repair. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know about the rest of you, but I could do with a rest after what we've been through. I had planned on leaving, and as I pick up my now shredded backpack with all of my stuff falling out of it, I just kind of toss it back on the ground and I say, maybe we go back to the room and deal with this in a few hours.
I want to look around and see if there's any people who are wounded or need help first.
Yeah, I was gonna stay and help out.
Um,
I'm not all that banged up, all things considered.
But if you need to go rest, please go ahead. And we'll be there shortly.
I'm all out of magic. And I don't know that there's anything I could do for the people who are dying at this point. But by the grace of Marin, do what you can, and I'll give you my last inspiration.
All right.
Are you going to head back then, Michael? Or are you...
Yeah, I'm going to just limp back to the room.
Okay. So it sounds like Nadir and Skylark are going to stick around the docks and try to help people get back to their feet. I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm banged up, but I have some spell slots left. So before I take a long rest to go deal with that, I will expend the rest of my spell slots and also sing a song of rest to the people who are there.
Okay, is that anybody within 30 feet? What is the range / number of folks that helps?
I think it is up to a certain point. Let me double check.
It's
anybody who can hear it.
Creatures.
Yeah.
I would assume that anyone in town, any of the like citizens, you would consider friendly creatures.
Yes.
Okay. So that it goes noticed, right? Like folks are they notice that you have helped them in their time of need here. They're not really sure what's all just happened. Two very large problems that they have never heard of before have just made a major problem for them. And so they are a little bit on edge. You have helped that out a bit, but they are still kind of like getting to their feet and trying to kind of make sense of everything that's just happened. There's probably about 12 or 15 people kind of within your area that you have benefited from your song arrest. Presumably they also spent hit dice. It's going to take you an hour to do that for them to have a benefit from that.
Sure.
Okay. Nadir and Skylark, are you staying in this general area, or are you gonna go to the next like pier up, or?
I guess my thought process was I was going to kind of clear an area, go to the next one, clear an area, go to the next one until I just am too tired and need to go.
Okay. Yeah. So the next area has about the same number of people on it. They look like they're in the process of recovering also. The pier after that is where you see Villanina and sorry, I'm having a memory lapse here. And Odd. They are Villanina is standing but kind of like leaning on her sword. And then Odd is like sitting on the ground propped up against some crates. Clearly exhausted. She was pretty exhausted before they came down here. And it is not better now.
I still have some spell slots left.
As a heads up, like none of your spells are going to help with the exhausted condition. She is mechanically exhausted.
Okay.
To a couple of levels of exhaustion.
Do either of them need actual healing, or are they just exhausted?
They look like they're beat up as well. If you want to heal them, you get the distinct impression that it would help, though it doesn't look like either of them are on the verge of like bleeding out by any means.
Sure. I'm going to go ahead and blow. I've got 2 second level spell slots left. So I'll heal word both of them.
Okay.
And just like kind of try to talk to Odd. Like, is there anything else I can do to help? Is there anything anywhere I can go? Is there anything you need? I'm not dead yet, so.
She kind of like leans toward you and she says, right now it's enough that we're all still here. You should bring your friends and we should have a meeting tomorrow once all of us get some rest. I don't think we're at risk of any pending incursion at the moment. I think we've fought it back for the most part. And I think it'll take some time for them to rebuild enough forces to come again.
All right.
But for now, it's enough that you're helping the rest of the people of Commonwealth.
Okay. And then, I mean, is there anybody in any of the vicinity that, like, if I don't, heal them or do something, they're going to die?
No, it looks like all the people who are going to die are already in the process of having been dead. There have been some casualties. Less so than you'd expect. It looks like you made pretty short work getting here. You get the feeling if you had taken some time to like go down the stairs and navigate through the dock system to get here, there would be a lot more people dead. But because you just jumped off the roof of the City Hall building and just kind of floated down to the middle of a battle, you saved quite a few lives just in your expediency.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
Nice.
We did good,
I for-
guys.
I forget whose call that was, but good on you.
I think it was Chris.
Good on you. Then, I mean, for, storytelling purposes or whatever, I'm helping, people and
Sure.
move rubble and whatever until if I don't go and sleep now, I will take exhaustion damage. So,
Okay.
however long
Yeah,
that
you work
takes.
through the night. I expect that. Are you kind of doing the same thing, Skylark?
Yeah, I'm going around playing nurse,
Sure.
trying to cheer everybody up, tend to their wounds.
Okay. And then Iona, after the hour that you are doing the Song of Rest toward, are you staying on the docks? Or are you headed back to the dorms? Or are you going somewhere else?
I think I will head back to the dorms,
Okay.
but I will do so, I guess, diplomatically. Like, I won't just like bow out and leave. I'll like talk to people as I go along and
Sure.
like,
Yeah,
Shake hands, kiss babies.
make a persuasion check.
oh, would it be persuasion?
What check do you think it would be?
There is no diplomacy check in this system.
Yeah, that's
It's
by and
probably
large
persuasion.
over to
Yeah.
persuasion.
I guess persuasion is the right one. It just sounds like this is not a, I don't know.
Okay.
But
I mean,
I will.
I think it's persuasion. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, it is a 27.
Perfect. You have pleased several people, made everyone comfortable. On your way back to the dorm, you get to your room, and you see a note. The note says, it says 2 words. It says "bye," and it's signed by someone named Mateus. You don't know who that is, but there's someone named Mateus who left you a note that said "bye."
I am too sleepy to deal with this right now.
Sure. And at that, I think we're going to take a 5-minute break here, and then we will come back after 5 to do the rest of the premiere of season 4 of Bard's Tale.
Remember, kids, when you leave a note, sign it with a name people recognize.
Always leave a
Don't.
note.
Don't. Fuck that. Agents of Chaos. Rise.
Breed.
Oh God, stop.
And we're back for more of season 4 of the Bard's Tale. So,
things are all wrong on the stream.
oh yeah, it's because someone turned off their camera, even though they were told never to turn off their camera. Hold on,
I didn't mean
What?
to.
Uh-oh.
it's fine. I got it.
I'm gonna be Skylark for a while.
I'm
We're
sorry.
not
Dad.
wrong anymore. Look, we fixed
Yeah.
Can I be
What?
Lotus? Can I be Lotus just for like a couple minutes?
Yeah, I want to
I
be
wanna-
a deer.
I want to know what it's like to be pretty.
it. I don't know. No, you can't right now. Maybe we'll do an episode where everybody changes places for an episode.
We have to. That's
We'll
all I
see.
want.
That's
Oh
all
man,
you
we got to
want.
do a Freaky Friday episode.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Okay. So you guys have just dealt with, I mean, largely been dealt with, I think. But you have pushed off an incursion. You spent several hours cleaning up the pieces. Iona has found a note from a stranger. I will say at this point, like, everybody is coming. I mean, the 4 of you are coming back to the dorm. What do you want to do?
I mean, if it's still nighttime or rest time, rest.
Okay. Yeah, if that's what you guys want to do, you can sleep through the night. You sleep hard. Not terribly comfortably, obviously, but you manage to get through the night. In the morning, it is bright. And you...
Wait.
What's that?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it a full moon?
What?
Is it a full moon, Brian?
No, it's not a full moon.
Fine.
Do you want it to be a full moon?
I do.
Then it's a full moon, yes.
Then at midnight, I go out with Michelle
Okay.
and I stand in the water.
Who's Michelle?
Oh no, Joe. Oh, it hurts.
I'm really happy he said it and I didn't have to.
That was very good.
You go out with your shell.
I go out with my shell and I stand under the moon in the water and I say, I was not strong enough. I wish to be stronger so that I may do your will. Please grant me strength and the wisdom to be strong.
Are you trying to pray to the water Leviathan right now?
I'm praying to whatever I've been praying to this whole time.
Okay. Make
Whoops.
a
Spoilers.
make
mean-
a percentile die roll.
This has come up before.
Mhm.
A 75.
75. Okay. What happened last time you had an interaction with some deity some denizen from beyond?
Killer.
I sometimes get a message. Like, I think I got a cryptic message, and sometimes I get a pearl.
Oh, that's right. Sometimes you do get a pearl. You did not get a pearl this time, nor did you get a cryptic message. But you feel like something heard you. It's just a little busy right now.
Fine. I go back home and I sleep
Okay.
a lot.
The 4 of you wake up the next morning. Something is off when you wake up, and you're not sure what it is, but it's not. You're not waking up to the same experience that you're used to waking up to. And if you would like to determine why, I need you to make an insight check.
Is it still raining out?
It is not raining currently. No, it stopped raining as soon as that ritual ended, and right before the Leviathan showed up.
I rolled a nat 20, so
I rolled a dirty 20.
I did the highest I can do at a whopping 23.
Eh.
And I've got 13.
Okay.
9.
Iona and Nadir, it's become very clear. Normally when you wake up, you're awoken to the smell of like bacon or ham. There is no
Where's
smell.
Ray?
There's no smell of food.
No.
I don't want to go back to eating raw fish. It's not as good as everybody says it is.
Did Ray die? Did
He's missing.
I mean, I feel like I'd have seen his body. Like, I'd have recognized, hopefully, if he, like, went to help people and died.
I mean, you haven't seen him since before. You haven't seen him since the play.
Funsies. Well, that's a bummer.
I'm gonna go out into the common room.
Oh, Skylark, at night you see a long and sentimental note from Mateus about why he's leaving and how he's going to miss you.
Aw. Is
Then
he
I
still
do
here?
it.
Dear, you find no such note.
I was going to say, do I just find, like, a turd on my
You
pillow?
don't see it. There's nothing. He didn't even take the time to address you.
He's clearly still here, so it's not like I'm missing out on anything.
Yeah, is everyone like out of their rooms?
Yeah.
I'm probably not,
Sure.
but
It should
I
be
go-
noted that Lotus is also still missing.
This is bad. We need to find
I
our
thought-
friends.
I thought we knew where she was, though.
No, she was just somewhere. You weren't sure.
Okay.
Are they off robbing more stores?
Yeah.
I want to find them.
Okay. Where do you want to start looking?
It's clear. So he's not in the kitchen here at the college.
I mean, he's not cooking.
Well, yeah, I'll search the immediate area first, and then I'll go.
You guys are
Looking
all
around.
gonna
Yes.
go? Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of like go through like the dorms and like the common areas. You don't really spot them. Eventually, you make it to the kitchen, and you see it's a mess. Like things are
Oh.
everywhere. His tools are broken. His frying pan, the handle has been like broken off from the rest of the pan.
Not the frying pan.
The frying pan.
That's how the magic happened.
And Skylark,
That's where the
notably,
bacon comes from.
on the wall, you see in red the word tenfold.
Sorry, the word tenfold.
Tenfold, yes.
Oh. Oh shit. Trespasser has been here.
Oh, that is so bad.
Ugh,
Really bad.
This guy.
What's it written in? What- can I go up and touch it and see what it's?
Oh, like
Okay.
what is the material?
Yeah.
Clearly blood.
Oh,
Oh my god. My evil twin has done something again. We need to try and find Ray and Lotus. They might still be alive. We have to hold out hope.
Is there any way to tell whose blood this is?
You know of one very powerful magic spell that was conducted one time that ended up accusing Skylark of 13 counts of murder, or 27 counts of murder.
That's right.
But
It would.
you don't have access to that spell. That is like a signature spell of one of the arch wizards of the wizards circles.
Sure.
Can't we just taste the blood and see if it tastes like bacon?
Yeah, it's got the bacony stink of Ray all over it.
It tastes like dried blood. Yeah, I don't. You might be able to do like a scrying spell, but if he's like gone to another plane or dead, it won't really help.
But we'll
So there's signs that there's blood and there's signs of a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any sort of trail?
No.
Of blood? God forbid.
There is apparently quite a bit of blood, but there's not like a trail leading away.
Okay. And have we seen Trespasser sort of poof in and out of places before magically?
You know that he killed a bunch of people on the docks without really being seen. You know that he appeared during the ritual that summoned the big demon that you just fought with some not red caps, and they just kind of like poofed into existence.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know all of his abilities.
Wish we had fortified this building somehow. Let's try to find our friends. I'm gonna be eating some rations really quick and throwing on my combat gear. I'm gonna go mess up whoever hurt my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So for what it's worth, before we rush off, while we were out last night helping, I ran into Odd, and Odd wants to talk to us today. I feel like Odd might be able to determine whose blood this is. I don't know. Odd seems pretty powerful, or could point us in the direction of someone who would. Maybe we do that first.
I can spare a few minutes to report the crime, but then we're the best suited for this quest. We need to go and find our friends.
I don't disagree with you, but let's do this first. Let's make sure that the blood is something we should actually be worried about before we rush out.
Sky, she might be able to find them faster than we can.
He might just carry around like a jar full of blood for exactly this reason. We don't know that it's Ray's.
It's not a terrible idea.
We know that they wouldn't just disappear like this, though, without saying anything. They would have at least left a note. Oh, by the way, here. And I passed the note back to you.
Yeah,
I'll pocket the note that he hands me. I'm going to pick up the frying pan off the ground. Can I find its handle?
Its handle is next to it.
Okay.
Oh.
Then I'm going to start casting Mending on it.
Okay.
As we head over to Odds.
Mm-hmm. Great. You guys head over to Town Hall. You pass quite a few people on the street that are just kind of like... It's a very surreal experience. They look to be like... greeting each other more warmly than normal. Just kind of like making the best of the situation. It's clear that a lot of people have lost folks, but they're trying to like come together in a way that is productive to like make the situation better rather than be even more chaotic. You do get to the city center town hall. And Odd is in her office. You can go up and no one is stopping you from approaching her. So
Yeah, we go on in.
Yep.
She is there with Villanina and her two children, her two eldest children. She says, Thank you for coming in. How are you all today?"
Surviving.
Rested.
That's good.
That some of us are missing.
Also, yes.
We haven't been able to locate Ray or Lotus, and I suspect that they've been taken.
I have it on fairly good authority that Lotus is currently with the ensemble from Granmansang. She took up arms to defend the Dragonborn diplomats during the attack, and my understanding is she's still there. I haven't heard anything about Ray, though.
Oh, well, Ray's kitchen was destroyed and there was blood on the walls. We wanted to talk about the attack last night, but also we want help finding our friend if it's possible.
I mean, I don't know how much help I can be if you said there was a lot of blood and he's missing. I mean, was there any other evidence that he... I don't know how to put this delicately. Is it safe to assume he's dead?
Well, that's
The
part of why
person we
came.
suspect.
It depends on if he was abducted by a trespasser or if he was eaten whole by red caps. I'd give him a 50-50 shot, honestly.
I'm sorry, what? Eaten by red cap? What?
It's a possibility that that's what happened.
Oh.
But I'm not going to give up on him just yet.
Okay. We can try scrying. Do you have something of his that we could use?
We do.
Do we ever?
We brought his frying pan.
Okay. She kind of reaches over for it and she says, I have limited access to scrying magic. I can give it a shot. Let me take a look at it. And she kind of like starts to mutter over top of it. And her eyes go kind of blank for a bit. And when they return, she says, I have inconclusive news. I haven't seen him. That doesn't mean he's necessarily dead. He could be protecting himself from scrying magic. He could be in a location that interferes with scrying magic. He could be on another plane. I don't know.
It's possible.
Even like rudimentary spells like rope trick would keep us from being able to scry on him. Do you have any reason to believe he would have the ability to cast those kinds of spells?
It's doubtful.
We can only hope that he's been dragged off to the Feywild, then. That's a strange thing to hope, but he might still be alive.
I mean, let's hold out hope for that. Um, I don't know what to tell you, Skylark. I know this is difficult for all of you. But I don't have the resources to find him at the moment. I'm stretched very thin as it is. As it stands, it's time for me to admit that I can't single-handedly protect this town from the Leviathan anymore. I've had to call in assistance from Vol. It should be here within the day. What is your next plan? I mean, it seems like these entities are drawn to you folks in some way. My guess is bloodlines. I don't know. What is your plan?
You speak as if our leaving the city would solve all of its problems.
Not all of them. It would draw attention away, perhaps. There are places you would be safer yourselves. There are places you could find out information that you won't be able to find here in Commonwealth.
I think information is the thing that we need. None of us came here with the expectation that we would all be battling our own ancestral, literal demons. I came here to learn, not to fight.
Yes,
So
we'd hoped to learn from the best bards that the Glass Shores have to offer, and we have been learned so much. If we leave the college, we won't be able to continue our studies under our mentors.
You are at a position within your colleges that direct tutelage is no longer required. One might call it time for independent study, if we were going to use a more stretched metaphor. Check in, sure, yes, it's probably pertinent and important, but frankly, there are bards that largely you're beginning to reach the pinnacle of what the bards here in the Glass Shores can teach you.
Well, thank you for the compliment.
yes, that makes me extremely happy.
I wasn't sure what you thought of my music, but it's good to know that we have an admirer. But if you are begging us to leave town, I think you've dropped enough hints.
I'm not begging you to leave town. I'm just I'm suggesting that the best place for information right now would be to seek out Clara and the Oracle. The Oracle will take some convincing. I don't know that he's taken up the mantle yet. But at least Clara can give you some insight with her connections to her family.
And where does this Clara reside?
To my knowledge, she is in one of the old towers on the Shattered Coast.
Do you have a map?
I do have a map. I have this map that has ruined all of your portraits, but now there's a map.
Yeah, I'm Lotus.
She says, on the Shattered Coast, you'll find a ring of islands. Those islands are...
No, I want to love it.
Those islands are what remains of the towers that once belonged to wizards. She has taken up residence in the, I believe, Divination Tower. I'm not going to keep doing these because we're going to go back to the other scene. So.
But it's so fun to watch their faces zoom around.
We.
I'm Skylar.
She's so happy. Woo!
Yeah, that's all you get for now. She says the Ring Islands. Her tower is there. You can take the ship that has been granted to you for Skylark's labors. I believe Ornath is in town for supplies and could probably pilot it for you. Assuming you want to leave. There's potent divine energies surrounding those islands that would protect you from divination. It would keep things from being able to find you, to track your blood. It might be the safest place for, and she directly looks at Michael and says, some of you, for the time being, until you are ready to face your makers, as it were.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready as we can be, I guess.
I would recommend picking up whatever things you require before you head out. Collect Lotus before you leave. I'm sure she would not want to miss traveling with you all. But arrangements can be made. The ship is yours.
Thank you for your help and for your constant guidance and wisdom. We'll do everything we can to protect this city and find a way to save as many as we can.
Okay. You should wait until at least tomorrow to leave. I'm given to understand that the help that's coming in is going to want to speak with at least Michael, perhaps the rest of you as well.
And of course, we'll have to inform the records office.
Oh, of course, that goes without saying.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Why would they want to speak with me specifically?
I don't know. They just informed me that they wanted to speak with whomever attracted the demon.
That's about right.
It is unfortunately not a vast secret that it had some kind of interaction with you.
So great, Jin.
It was not, actually. There are a lot of folks on edge. And frankly, unfortunately, it looks like the grave warnings that have been ingrained into folks for the last 1100 years have proven to be, to some degree, accurate. I don't, for any reason, blame you, but it seems to have tracked its kin to Commonwealth.
Cool.
Okay. I will see myself out then.
Is anybody else hanging back?
I'll catch up with you all later. I'll be the one to run to the records office, fill them in. But I do stay back to speak with Odd.
Okay.
As do I.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Thank you for picking up the hint, Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at Skylight for a second. I go, yeah. The Leviathan
Mm-hmm.
assisted against the demon and then left. Why?
I would think that you would be the best suited to answer that question. I have no idea. I have done everything I can to keep it away from this island. That surprises me.
It surprised me too.
Has it tried to communicate with you?
Yes, I was going to ask if it's ever communicated with you as well.
I don't have a heritage that would... It hasn't.
Good. I feel it is important for me to be transparent with you.
Mm-hmm.
So it told me to go after the demon.
Sure, if I were attacking a demon, I would want everyone around to also attack that demon.
Certainly. On the other times that we've conversed, although I'm not sure exactly that it's the Leviathan, but more perhaps the entire plane of water that's been speaking with me, I am not sure whether or not to follow its lead. Sometimes
What is it telling you to do other than help kill the demon?
we never, so out of character, we never really talked about what was said from the bucket.
Sure, so largely the bucket told you to... That's funny, the bucket told you. The bucket told you that it was here to take its plane back. But it wasn't very specific as to what that meant. You get the idea that there is something here it wants. Whether that's all of here or something that is here, you're not sure.
I tell all of that to Odd.
She seems confused and a little nervous, which is peculiar because it's maybe the first time you've seen her this plussed. Frankly, she's usually very put together and kind of like stoic through most things. And this has kind of got her in a lark a bit.
Well, I mainly wanted to know that I wasn't the only one who felt that way. And guess I'd just like you to know that I haven't made any alliances to it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I think so.
Perhaps while you are engaging with Clara and the Oracle, you could find a way to get more clarity on what it wants, and that would help us in figuring out how to send it home. Defeat it? Do you defeat a Leviathan?
Control it? I mean, the possibilities are endless, you know.
As you say control it, you notice a large amount of concern cross her face. almost as if your ambition is unsettling to her. But more than you, Skylark notices this large amount of concern across her face. And Skylark, it also seems peculiar to you that Iona would want to control a giant sea monster capable of taking out entire cities. But it's probably fine.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
You have no reason to doubt your friends.
No, not at all.
She says, is there anything else that we can do for you?
Not for me specifically, but Skylark, would you like the room?
I just wanted to take a moment again to express my sorrow, and I think all of our sorrow at the events that have happened. But I do wish you would be kinder to Michael. He has gone through... It isn't his fault that his kin attacked the city. I know you said...
Perhaps I came off as more aggressive than intended. I don't blame him. I am concerned for him. And I am concerned that there is a reason that years and years ago, someone decided to keep tabs on immaterials. And that reason is because their blood can be traced by the things they descend from. I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I agree with the notion that it can be. I don't know that I agree with the notion that tabs should be kept. But it creates a degree of danger surrounding those people, regardless of where they are or who they're around. If this demon wants to find him, it will find him. And he should take all the precautions he can to avoid detection as long as he needs to.
Michael is one of my dearest friends, and he's one of the most bravest, good-hearted people that I know. I know that he feels deeply hurt by all of this, and I know that he's going to make it his life's quest to destroy this evil. He is a kinslayer, as am I. We will make this right. You will see.
It's not something that you need to make right or that he needs to make right. It's a matter of concern I have for him, and frankly, with all of the engagement that this trespasser has had recently for you as well. For whatever reason, this group of individuals has come together and attracts, well, the things they come from. And I don't blame any of you. But the fact of the matter is you all are being hunted by some strange sylvan creature, a demon, a giant sea monster. Like, there is a large laundry list of things that are interested in being close to you for one reason or another.
Yes, fate surely has dealt us quite a hand. But we will win with that hand. And that's what I want you to understand.
I hope you're right. I have faith in you. I just think you would be better served with as much information as you can get. I'm not sending you away to send you away. I'm sending you away to find something. Anything that can help us deal with these external threats.
Then away we go. To return victorious.
We'll return either way.
Thank you, Odd.
Thank you.
Great. Where else do you guys want
I'll
to
go.
go?
The records office.
Yes, of course. Iona wants to go to the records office. You get to the records office, and you see your halfling friend diligently working away. She says, hi, Iona.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, I'll be leaving for a spell.
What? No.
I know,
Don't
it's
go.
upsetting. I wish I could. I wish I could bring some of this work with me so we could work on it together, even if we weren't in the same place. But I guess I just wanted you to know, for the record.
Sure. Where are you going?
We are headed to the Circle Islands.
Oh.
You-
Okay.
You seem concerned by this.
I mean, the old towers can be dangerous, but if that's where you need to go, that's where you need to go.
What makes them dangerous?
I mean, sailing through the region is treacherous enough. There's dangerous coral that rips apart boats. There's you can be beached very easily. There's sandbars that come out of nowhere. The towers themselves have a degree of danger to them. There's a strange fog that surrounds the whole ring. And there's a lot of lightning glass that stuff is deadly. It's very dangerous stuff.
Oh, yes, I've seen it in action.
I wouldn't want to go there, but clearly it's important, so I'll make a note of it and I'll add it to the record. Who's going with you?
Excellent. So it should be me, Skylark the Everfree, Mateus.
Who's Mateus?
Michael.
Michael?
Sorry,
Okay, Michael.
I forgot which name you were going by, and I read the screen. It's Michael Rochechet
Sure.
and Nadir Lamboja,
Okay.
as well as Lotus.
Okay.
And I believe we'll be taking the ship and the guy whose name begins with an O. I forgot. Ornath.
Ornath is in town. Excellent.
He is. I'm not sure if he will be coming with us or just supplying. So
Well, he's been banished from Commonwealth, so he can't stay
right.
here.
So he will be coming with us.
Okay. Sure. I'll make a note. Gosh, is there anything I can do for you?
Stay ever vigilant in the margins.
She says, hold on 1 second, and she kind of like pulls open a drawer and like digs through some stuff, and she tosses you a rock. She says, you should take this. I found them in the artifacts room, but I don't think they're very powerful. I mean, they're powerful for what they do, but relative to other artifacts, they're not super powerful, so I don't think they'll go missing. So you should take this, and I'll keep this one, and that way we can talk.
I love it.
Wonderful. She hands you 1/2 of a set of sending stones.
Ooh, ooh.
She says, just to keep updated for the record. It's
I got
important.
Wikipedia, bitches.
I mean, maybe not, but okay.
I have basically Wikipedia.
We'll see.
Cool. I give her a gentle hug
She reciprocates.
and then I leave.
Excellent. She watches you leave because she's not leaving because she's at her job.
Yeah.
Nadir, what are you doing?
I was mostly following Michael out of the room when he left.
Oh, you were just like showing solidarity?
No, I was gonna ask him a little bit more about, the giant demon that fell out of the sky and his grandpa and let me pull my notes up here real quick. Enceladus. Just try to figure out a little bit more information about the demonic spawn that are now following us around thanks to him.
Are you asking him that?
Yeah.
What are you asking first?
Just in general, any information you'd like to share with the group, anything we should know if we're going to continue traveling together, just anything you want to tell us. Well, me specifically. I know we don't have the best rapport, but I do generally try to make sure you don't die when we fight together. So,
Sure. I don't have any insights about these creatures. Least of all, what was it you called him? Enceladon?
well, if you'll remember back when we went and saw the play, which I know seems like 9 or 10 months ago by now, I was in the common room, and I forget why, but I entered your room. I think I was just trying to see if you were here, and I heard a voice in my head that specifically told me to tell you that your father and your grandfather wanted to talk to you, re Enceladus.
Sure. Well,
And actually,
Enceladus is...
just Brian, would the voice I heard in my head match the voice of the guy if he spoke at all? The big demon?
Yes.
Did any of?
So
Yeah. Okay.
you get the distinct impression that those two are the same voice and also named Enceladus.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Continue.
I'm not familiar with Enceladus.
I mean, it was the big guy that we were fighting.
Oh, well, it's good to put a name to a face.
Mm-hmm.
What caught my attention is him referencing my father.
Why is that?
Because people who aren't from where I'm from don't... They don't know about my father. To the degree that this creature might have. And he's not my father. He's just my biological descendant.
I mean, do you want to elaborate on that a bit? I mean, you know my whole deal now, so.
Sure. I don't know what he has to do with any of this, but clearly the demon is looking for us.
I mean, it feels like he's looking for
I'm
you.
not keen to be found, but if he's looking for an audience with me and my father, as you say, then I'm interested in listening to what it has to say to some degree.
Hmm.
I'll elaborate. I came to the college to seek my biological father. Not that I have any love for him or anything, but I need to find him. It's important to me. I feel the details we're not there yet, Nadir. Sadly. But nothing that should be concerning to you.
You don't even leave me a note, so clearly we're not there yet. All right. Well, I mean, I got your back.
You cared, Nadir.
I mean, I don't, but the more people we have when, whatever shitstorm comes for you inevitably finds us, the better off we'll all be, so.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it your people who brought him into this plane?
My people don't represent me. My race. They did it. I don't know why.
Well, as much information as you have about your not kin, that's about as much information as I have. I came here trying to expand on that knowledge, and I've been unsuccessful so far. There's not a lot of written word about people who are considered immaterial.
All right. Like I said, I got your back. Just last question. How mad do I have to make you for you to just glow like a torch? Because the next time we're in the dark, that might come in handy.
Sure. He'll take off one glove and reveal like a clawed hand, and he'll just kind of like put it through your shirt and put like a 2-inch tear straight down. And then he'll replace the glove. And then he'll place a thumb over the bottom of the tear and start casting mending as he works his thumb upward. And the eyes will kick off whatever triggered effect, because that is a racial spell at the moment. Not angry, just whenever I use the gifts I was given from birth, it tends to happen. And I'll unbutton like the top buttons, and like the few neck tattoos that are there will probably be glowing, I'm sure. At least
Do I
dimly.
recognize those?
Do you read Abyssal?
Yep.
Yes, you recognize some. You recognize it as Abyssal. It's still a bit coded. So you recognize the language and like the words in general, but like in terms of like to read it looks like a madman is writing a journal on his skin.
You know what these say?
No, and I wouldn't look at them for too long. You'll lose your mind trying.
It's interesting that he mentions when he uses his racial abilities, Nadir, because you have a similar issue when you use abilities granted to you from your heritage as well. It causes
that's
you
right.
to
That's
have
like
more
a-
snake-like features.
That's a flavor thing on your world. That's right.
Yes.
I don't think I've done that. Oh no, I used suggestion on the big guy last turn or last session, and I need to double check on that because I think I get that anyway. But I also know that it's a
Sure.
racial spell too.
I mean, regardless of like whether you've used it mechanically in game or not, you know that like when you use racial abilities, like your heritage shows. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like you as a character would know that.
Even just for my own clarification, even if it's a passive ability like dark vision.
So your eyes will be a lot more like Slytherin when when you're utilizing dark vision. Slytherin,
But I'm a Hufflepuff.
not today.
Aw.
They become very like snake-like when you're using dark vision. It doesn't necessarily show up because it's dark, and
Right.
things
The
can't
word
typically
is
see it.
serpentine.
Serpentine.
Although
Sure.
I do
More
love it.
snake-like.
I do.
You know,
More snake-like.
my pupils just become little Draco Malfoy heads.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I don't think he would have known. Whatever. If it comes up, I'll let him know. But
Sure. I mean, like he hasn't noticed it necessarily, but
Sure.
you know that like the kind of mechanism that he's describing is familiar to you because you deal with a similar mechanism.
yeah, I knew that, but I didn't know that.
Right.
All right. Well, if you ever want to know what these say, I can probably figure it out.
Nadir, this isn't me being funny. Don't try to read them.
I'm not
You
saying I'm
will-
going to try. I'm just saying
You will
I
lose. Pay close attention. Stare at them for too long, and you will lose your mind. And it will take you weeks to walk back from the landscape that you will be lost in. I have tried it. It does not work. Save yourself the heartache.
Yeah, but that's what people say about
Don't.
the sun, and I'm fine.
I
And with that,
I
I
believe
literally
we-
just turn around and walk away.
I believe we've established that it's called the Fire Moon, but
It's
That
true.
is
I'm sorry. The fire moon. People say not to stare at the fire moon for too long, but I'm doing all right. And I literally just turn on my heels. I don't even wait for a response, and I just walk away.
Okay, sure. And I head off to where I forget. Christian forgets where I'm supposed to be going to meet with person who wanted to speak with me.
He's not.
Christian,
He's not
forget
here yet. He's going to be
speed
here by
talk
the end
out.
of the day.
Okay, so
And it would be he would be in the same building that you just left.
okay, so
She's indicated that he's going to help, like, keep the thunderstorm up, because she is not capable of continuing that much longer on her own. So presumably he is some sort of like storm mage or something. You're not sure, but it will be probably on that same rooftop. But
all right. I guess I'll head to the Cold Forge
okay,
if I have time. I want to pay Breezy a visit.
sure, yeah, he is hard at work, cold forging it up.
Okay. I want to ask him, Breezy. I'm sorry. I know that you're busy. It looks hectic here, but when you have a moment, can you meet me downstairs?
I can make a moment now. Yeah, let's go.
And as soon as we're behind, like his hovel drapes and whatnot, Breezy, I need your help, and I'm not. I'm not usually the type to ask for this kind of help, especially in exchange for near nothing. But I need to. I'm going to be leaving for a while. And there are people following me that I need to ensure don't continue to do so. I don't have the magics necessary to inscribe something that will hide me. And I'm wondering if you do.
He thinks it over for a minute, and then he kind of looks you up and down, and he says, well, I have... You don't have... I feel like you should... Sorry, I was muted. He looks you up and down for a minute, and he says, I know that there are bard spells that could help with this.
There may
Non-detection
be.
comes to mind. It says, I can do it for you. I don't know that it's going to be particularly... Like, how potent of magic are we talking about hiding from?
Feasibly pretty potent. But anything you can help me with is more than the zero knowledge I have with those particular sets of magic,
Sure. I mean...
let alone skill.
I can teach you a spell. I don't have the potency
You're still muted, Brian.
to make an... I can teach you a spell. I don't have the potency to make an item that has like a permanent non-detection effect. That's not really something that I'm capable of. But I can teach you non-detection. And also you can take it when we level up at the end of this adventure.
I don't know that I can because I've been cross-classing.
Do you not have third level spells?
I have access to third level spells. I don't have access to learning
spells.
third level spells.
Okay.
Right.
Fair enough.
Right. I can basically cast what I have existing as third and fourth level spells.
Sure. This is, I mean, we can work on... I just don't know if we... I don't know if I have the ability to imbue something with that much counter energy, basically, that would be like a permanent thing. We can
Not
we
to
can
sound
work on
crass,
it.
Breezy, but has that ever stopped you before?
Stop me from trying, no, but stop me from succeeding. I mean, I feel like you know as well as I do that it's not a perfect system.
Sure. There are risks involved, I'm sure, but
We can give it a shot.
your trying is going to be better than my floundering for sure.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we can try. I can work on it tonight, and then I can have it for you in the morning.
Okay. Were we supposed to be leaving tonight with Arnathus? Or
Ornath is in the morning. You're supposed to be leaving.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That'll work perfectly, Breezy. Thank you.
Sure. Is everything all right? I know that the attack was rough last night, but
It's common knowledge at this point. The demon that attacked was apparently looking for me. I don't know why. I don't know to what end, but he said my name. And so now I need to go and find something that can stop it from turning this whole island into ash and glass.
huh?
So for both of our sakes, I'm
We could hide you in the basement.
praying. He'll find me there just as easily he found me up here.
But there's like wards and stuff down there. I like keep it protected from the wizards, because I don't want them knowing that I'm making illegal magic items here.
Did somebody help you with that?
Yeah, but they were found out helping other people in similar circumstances, and I mean, they're no longer accessible, as it were. Sorcery is not a particularly excited thing when it comes to wizards. They don't like the randomness involved, or the lack of discipline associated with sorcery.
Where's this person now?
Well, he was taken by wizards 6 or 7 years ago. My guess is he's somewhere on Vol. Probably in a cell would be my guess.
Well, if you can help me, I'll someday see what I can find out about them and maybe even try to bring them back.
That's
all I can offer.
That's an ambitious goal, and should things pan out well over the next bit here, I'll try to hold you to it. But until then, just stay safe.
I'll do my best. I'll see you tomorrow, Breezy.
Mm-hmm.
And I will head out.
Sure. Is there anything else folks want to do before the end of the evening?
I have one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make my way back to the Bard College.
Mm-hmm.
Board.
I'm going to
Board.
check and see if Iona is there. Is Iona at the Bard's College?
Yes.
Is Iona in Iona's room?
Yes.
I'm going to knock and ask if I can enter.
You may come in.
I enter and I close the door. So, I'm going to tell you something, but you cannot tell the others.
Okay.
I extend my hand. Do I have your word? This stays between you and I alone.
The pain in her face.
Yes.
I
Yes.
shake your
yes,
hand.
Yes.
What does your room look like? Is there a chair? Can I sit down? Am I standing?
There's a chair. It's a bit wet, but
Everything
Fine.
about you is. I sit down.
what does that mean?
Don't
You're-
ask. Just keep
You're
going.
a fish person.
Ugh.
Kind
Iona.
Yes.
If you haven't realized it by now, I am a Yonti.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
I believe I specifically asked you if you were associated with the Yonti some time ago.
I'm not associated with the Yonti.
That seems like a. Seems like
I
burying the lead.
wouldn't you?
I wouldn't lie to my friends.
I didn't know you were my friends when you asked me. And when your race is out in the world doing things that make you look like a criminal and a marauder and a conqueror, and you're not one of them, you'd tell a fib here or there too. Wouldn't you?
I suppose. Yes.
I am asking you to trust me. We have been a group for a very long time now, I think. I don't honestly know in game how long we've been together.
Like 8 months.
Yeah, long enough. Almost a year. That's a long time.
But like every
And-
day.
Yeah, to spend every day with a group of people. I have never done anything to harm you. I have only ever been helpful and had your back. Right?
Yeah.
I am entrusting you with this knowledge. And what I would like to do, if you need help, is help you transcribe that book. Because chances are pretty good I can read it.
Wait a second. Which book are we talking about?
The ritual book that they used
The
to
ritual
summon a
book.
demon to this plane.
Right. The one that I
Because,
picked up from the fight. I remember everything.
because I'm betting it may come in handy for us to know how to send things back.
Oh, I did not consider that as a possibility.
So I think that's why you guys keep me around. Sometimes I have good ideas.
Sometimes.
Secret keep?
Quickly, why do you trust me with this secret, and why not share it with the rest?
Because you value information like this a little more than everybody else. You aren't blind. You know that whatever we're calling Matthias, Michael, whatever the hell today, something Humpkins, whatever we're calling him today, and we don't have the best relationship. And Skylark loves everybody, but I don't want to put this on him with everything else going on, with his brother and everything else. So I figured it was information you could be quiet about while we work together on this. out of game, I'd like to point out that they know, and I'm telling you not to tell them.
I'm very amused at the notion that
Yeah.
you're keeping her, swearing her to secrecy about a secret that is not a secret.
Yeah, that was not lost on me. I want you to know.
Just making sure, because I had to mute myself because I started laughing because I thought it'd be real funny. So, secret keep.
Yes. And she reaches out a hand to you like this. I just want to say it makes me very happy that you could come to me with a secret like this.
Well, it took a while for me to be pretty sure you wouldn't just try to kill me.
Why would I do what would give you the impression that I would do that?
Because I had to give you the whole spiel about how I'm not with the marauding Yuan-Ti that are all over the island. You just kind of assumed I was a bad guy right off the bat.
Sure. That's fair. Well, good.
Looks and deceiving and books and covers and yada, yada, yada.
Sure.
Cool. So shush. We'll work on the book. We'll figure out if we can reverse engineer a way to send things back if we need to.
I like it.
And I will leave you alone. And I just kind of slink out like a snake would.
Cool. So, Mateus, word comes to you that your appointment is has arrived. You're muted.
I thank the courier of that message and head out to receive it.
Sure. So Odd takes you upstairs to like where she performs this storm ritual, and you are standing face to face with what seems to be a giant eagle. And she says, "I'll leave you guys to it." And as she walks away, the eagle transforms into what appears to be a human. And he steps forward and he says, Did you have a visitor yesterday?
A visitor?
Did someone come looking for you yesterday?
Not that I'm aware of.
Like a big grumpy guy with wings.
And I kind of look at him like, I wouldn't call you grumpy, but your disposition is... Oh.
Did a demon come to see you yesterday?
Ah, yes, the heart of the issue. Well, not to see me. How about this? Since you've summoned me here, why don't you tell me the intention of this meeting?
Sure.
And I'll reciprocate any questions you might have for me. Because I feel like we're getting off on the wrong foot already.
Sure. He reaches out his hand. He says, "Perhaps you're right. Introductions are important." He reaches out his hand and he goes for a handshake.
Okay, I take his hand.
Sure. And as he shakes your hand, you feel, it seems like maybe a sixth finger shaking your hand. And you look up to his face and his teeth are like more pointed than they were a minute ago. He says, I've gone by a lot of names in a lot of places. Most recently, I've gone by Maxwell Underbrow. Sometimes I go by the name Drax. But originally, my name was Xerxes. And I think I'm your uncle. And we'll go ahead and stop there. And we'll pick it up next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
On the BARDS
All right, then.
Whoa.
Thanks for the few people that are still in chat.
We love you.
It was exciting to have some people watching the season 4 premiere. Do keep in mind, if you check out our Patreon that is linked down below, if you become a $3 patron on a monthly basis, you'll add some resources to the party. That'll be in all of the shows that we put on. We're working on starting another show here pretty soon, but they'll work as like general tokens for rerolls, and other systems have like a Benny system, so things like, is it a full moon? I'd like it to be a full moon. Folks can just go ahead and make it a full moon by making by using bennies. That'll be kind of tamed by my discretion. Obviously, like, I wish that demon wasn't here isn't really going to be a thing that you can just benny away, but we'll go from there. Check it out. The Patreon link is below in the frames. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. We're going to do this every other Tuesday, starting at 7:30 Central. And we'll see you next time.